Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Rugged Reviews, and today we're going to be checking out AI War 2. A little bit about the game. It's been developed by Arcen Games, and the little spiel about it is AI War 2 is a grand strategy RTS hybrid that reverses many of the conventions of both genres. Take territory without attracting attention, build your empire with care, and adapt to an ever-evolving galactic battleground. Now, the imagery that I've got for it, and by the looks of the start of it, it seems to be quite a very vibrant colour. So it's going to be interesting to see. So let's get straight into it. We're going to throw in the single player because the multiplayer is still in public beta. Now, this is a beta version of the game. I do believe they have the add-on to it, Zenith Onslaught, but we're just got the standard version as far as I'm aware. So let's have a look at it. Hello there. There is an in-game wiki, how to play, as well as playable tutorials. If you're new to this game, you'll likely have much better time if you do the tutorials or check out the in-game wiki. Basics first, would you like to view the tutorials list? Let's have a look at our tutorials. Basic planetary control. Let's have a check it out. Okay, welcome to your first tutorial of AI War 2. This one is about moving the camera plus selecting and ordering units. Currently, we're looking at our starting planet. Okay, so WASD lets us move around. First, move the mouse cursor to the edge of your screen. Yep. That can be pretty annoying to some people, so you can turn it off if you want. Let's try something. WASD. Extra tip, you can grab pan if you hold down your middle mouse button. Okay, yep. Or scroll wheel, as the case may be, which is super handy. Step complete, click here to continue. Now try zooming in and out. Whoop, zooming in and out. Page up, page down, blah, blah, blah. We don't need that. You can get further close up to the action or far out, able to see everything on this planet. Woof. Yep. Hey, well, yeah, you can get inside it, so that's awesome. Zooming in focuses on your mouse cursor by default, but you can turn that off if you want. Oh, okay, yeah, I see how it does. Okay, so that's about as close as you can get to the planet. Okay. Click here to continue. Lastly, you can hold Q on the keyboard or your fourth mouse button if you have a fourth button. Move the mouse to tilt the camera. Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. Worth noting, this isn't exactly useful in gameplay, but it does give you fun cinematic views very quickly. And hey, maybe you'll notice something from those angles that you didn't another way. Okay. You may have noticed what appears to be some form of ship. This is an assault frigate. Ship? What ship? Is that a ship? That's not a ship. That's not a ship. Are these ships? That's an engineer. Oh, okay, that's the assault frigate. Okay, to select it, either left click on it directly or hold left click nearby and drag to create a selection box. Whoop. Awesome, then release select everything inside. When you've selected the figure, it's time to make it move. Move the mouse anywhere on the planet you like and do a right click. This figure will start to go there.
We'll be in place on schedule.
Okay, so it goes above the planet. Important note, the playable area of the planet is called the gravity well and is marked by the floating asteroid belt. Units can never move beyond that. Okay, so there's our asteroid belts there. Okay. Extra tip, to pause the game, you can press spacebar. Paused. Or just open this game menu. Feel free to pause as much or as little as you like. Okay, number 5. Now we want some targets for our figure. There's a few target drones we set up beforehand on this planet near the top of the gravity well. To tell your figure to attack one of them, simply right click on it and destroy. There we go.
All hands, battle stations.
Tell your figure to attack one, simply right click on it, destroy all the drones. Next trip, you'll learn more about modes in the future, but you can put this ship into pursuit mode by hitting V and have it automatically chase down the drones itself. Oh wow, it's attacking more than one. Extra tip 2, you can easily change the speed of time by using the plus and minus keys. Whoop. Super fast. What does it tell me? Oh, there we go. Bottom left. There we go. Normal time. Excellent. This tutorial has been completed. Click here to return to the tutorial selection screen. Okay, basic galactic controls. Welcome to the second tutorial. This one is about using the galactic map, sending our view to different planets and moving our units between them. Currently, looking at our starting planet, we want to look at the galaxy map, which we can get to through two different ways. You can either press tab, or you can click on the current planet name in the very top left corner. Okay, tab. That's complete. This is a galaxy. There's not much to see right now. You can move around in this screen just like the planet view. The current selected planet is highlighted in a white circle. Right, there's the white circle. See the name of planets, hold the control key. If you wish to leave this on permanently, it's an option in the settings. We want to take our view to Midlander. To do so, click on Click on it and select it, and either press downward click at the very top corner. Okay. I missed the extra tips. Now we're looking at an AI controlled planet. We're going to try attacking this, but first we need to go back to Murdoch and select our frigates. You might have noticed some things to the side when looking around on our planet. These are wormholes. Oh, wormholes. Oh, okay, Murdoch wormhole. They are also another way of changing what planet we view. Use this to go back to Murdoch. Hold control and click the wormhole leading to it. Boop. Now select one of the frigates. We're going to send it through one of the frigates. We've got more than one frigate. There are two methods. One we can do from this view and one on the galaxy map. With this frigate, we'll do the first. Just like how we sent our view through the control click, we can send this unit through by holding control and right-clicking on the wormhole.
10-4.
Use this to send a frigate we selected to Midlander. Then send your view through and wait there. Okay. There are some enemies here, so we'll probably want our other frigates to come as well. Now we'll try the other method using the frigates we left behind. First, send your view back to the planet we came from. Okay. Select all three frigates. And then go to the galaxy map. Press the M button on the keyboard to select all military ships. Oh, okay. Very large. Yeah. You might notice in the bottom right corner that we still have our frigates selected. The bottom right corner, what we're looking at here. Selected ships or fleet are raid FFLs. We want to send them to Midlander, the AI controlled planet we sent the first frigate to. All we have to do here is simply right click on Midlander.
Starting now.
Oh, excellent. Our frigates will head to the wormhole and pop out the other side. Extra tip 1, if you hover over planets when you have units selected, it will show their intended path. Alright, yeah, I can see that. Extra tip 2, one thing you could also do is instead of ordering the frigates to merely head to Midlander, you can send your view there first, then give a move or attack order even though the frigates aren't there. They'll head to the planet, then perform the given orders upon arriving. Tutorial has been completed. Basics of fleet and building. Welcome to the third tutorial. This one is about the basics of fleet system which every unit of ours is in, as well as building those units, both ships and structures. You'll see two new units on this planet. A transport flagship and a gravitic battle station. Select the transport flagship. Where is metal harvesters? Transport flagship. Transport flagship is the leader of a mobile combat fleet which is made up of units such as frigates we've seen before. For simplicity, those specific frigates were kept outside of this system. By hovering your mouse over it, you'll see in the description mention of things such as V-Wings, Fusion Bombers, Concussion Corvettes. These are the unit types, current and maximum amounts that are in this fleet. Currently, we don't have any built. That's attack modes. By hovering over your mouse. Okay. Right, yeah, I can see that. Now select the Graviton Battle Station. Gravitic Battle Station. The Gravitic Battle Station is the leader of the defensive fleet, which is made up of things like turrets, minefields, and mobile structures, which we can use to defend our territory. By hovering your mouse over this, you'll see mention of several turret types and their current and maximum amounts. We also don't have any of these builds. Yep, that makes sense. Well, there's a few of them. The last thing has been there in previous tutorials, but hasn't been relevant up to now, and that is the home command station. Select it now. Okay, command stations are how we control a planet and make use of the resources there. They're essentially the fleet leader of the planet in a way. This particular station is our home, which if it is destroyed means we lose. It's very much like a king in chess. By hovering your mouse over this, you'll see a bunch of other stuff like engineers, factories, and some turrets of its own. Okay, yeah, we can see that. How about we get building some units that these fleets contain? Take a look at the left side of the screen. At the sidebar, there's a number of tabs here. Ooh. Feel free to take a look through, but when you're ready, keep the build tab open. We're going to set up a factory. Where's our build tab? There's our build tab. You'll see a list of possible options here, grouped under things such as infrastructure, turrets, other defenses, and station keepers. Every item here tells you the name of it, what fleet it belongs to, under that and shows the icon to the left. Oh, that makes sense. We want to build a factory which is very near the top under infrastructure. Infrastructure, factory. Click it, then click anywhere on the planet to place it. Okay, I see. Well,
we'll figure something out.
Let's place it there. It won't take long to finish, but feel free to press the plus key a few times to bump it up to 5 times speed to make it go even faster. There we go, 5 times speed. And we're done. Normal speed. Actually, no, some folks like playing at higher speeds with periodic pausing as a general playstyle. This is not something that works well in multiplayer, but it's great solo. Yeah, I agree with that. You should now see units coming out of the transport flagship when the factory is completed. Yeah, oh yeah. Factories are how we reinforce mobile combat fleets, currently not at maximum capacity. This is completely automatic and occurs whenever such a fleet is on the same planet or one adjacent to where a factory is. Units built by the factory simply appear at the flagships. That factory was part of the command station fleet. If you hover the mouse over the one we just built, it'll tell you what fleet it is part of. Fleet Murdoch command. Oh, I see. For Planet Murdoch. Yeah, makes sense. Right. That factory. If you hover over the units that came out of the flagship like a V-wing, you'll see a similar thing. Fleet Strike. Fleet Strike. Harried. Let's try building some turrets from our battle station, which is a different fleet. Look under the turrets part of the build tab. Yep. And look for ambush turret. Yep. Now, not under the name that it says what fleet it is part of, is Zeus Guard. Hovering over the battle station tells us it is the leader of Zeus Guard. Again, at the top of the tooltip, battle station Zeus Guard. Which one is it? That's the battle station. Fleet Zeus Guard. Build some ambush turrets. We'll just press. Oh, right. Okay.
We'll find a way.
Right, let's chuck a few around. Why not? Let's do it. There we go. You can hold control while building to place 5 of the unit at once instead of 1. Holding Alt will place 10, and holding both will place 50. If you want to leave building mode, you can right click on empty space. There's a big circle around your mouse. When building a turret is arranged, it can attack enemies in. That makes sense. I've only built 1 of each. Let's 5 times speed that. Next point, while structures such as factory and turrets cannot move, battle stations and later citadels, a very similar thing to battle stations, can. This is important because we can only build structures from a fleet if the leader is present. After the leader can leave and go anywhere. Naturally, command stations cannot move and thus can only ever have structures on its own planet. Let's try building some turrets on a different planet. Send the battle station to Sidelander at the top left corner and build some concussion turrets. Battle station... tab, resuming. Oh no! Oh, I've just took it off. Battle station, Sidelander. Yeah, we sent it to Sidelander, and it's here. You can select fleet leaders on the galaxy map. Just click on their icon near the planet. So we can do, what turrets do we want? Extra tip: we can select fleet leaders on the galaxy. Yeah. And build some concussion turrets. That's the one. Concuss turrets.
I'll see that it's done.
Okay. There you go. Let's have that. That'll do. Oh, we're still on 5 times. Okay. Now that we're looking here, we can see another transport flagship is currently neutral. How about we capture this so we can strengthen our mobile forces? We can only capture things like this if we actually control the planet. Luckily, this planet is neutral already, and we can build our station without a fight. If the AI owns the planet, we have to destroy their station first. However, only the flagship of a mobile combat fleet can build a command station, so we need to bring our transport flagship over here. When you've done that, the build tab will now show a command station selection. Pick a logistical and build it. When it is finished, it will capture or claim a new flagship. Oh, okay, right. So let's go over to Murdoch. Transport flagship. Side lander. Jesus, that thing was fast. Okay. Build. Logistical command. We'll throw it here.
We won't let you down.
There we go. Oh, it's because I'm on 5 times. That's why it was so bloody fast. Right, so it's now capturing. Other notes, plus 20 AIP for capturing planet. This might take a while as we have no engineers here to help right now, so remember you can easily change the speed of time where we already got it. I have no idea what that... Oh, how quaint. Now we have a second fleet. This is a notable jump in our mobile force strength. There are other types of capturable goodies in the galaxy and they are taken the exact same way. Things such as metal harvesters, of which there are a few here, and give us the majority of one of our resources, metal. When the flagship is repaired, the unit in the fleet should start appearing as the factory built area is work. Yeah, because it's one away.
Science teams are now idle.
Ooh, science teams. We have no need for our fleets to be here, however, so now is a good time to look at fleets tabs. Right, let's slow those down. We have extra two, just like B for build, you can press S on the keyboard to open the fleets tab. This tab shows all of the fleets you currently have grouped under things such as current planet, mobile strike, battle stations, and command stations. Both of our transport flagships show up under mobile strike. They do indeed. The first one called Strike Harid, and the new one called Strike Holent. Hovering over them will give you some details such as current and maximal unit count, if a factory is within range, and some other little bits. Okay, it also tells us how many of each. Excellent. If you right click one of these, it will select the entire fleet for us. Excellent. It will select the entire fleet for us. This lets us order it around together. Left click will open up the management screen for that particular fleet. You left click on one of the mobile strike fleet's options such as stop factories from producing, to scrap or deleting units currently on different planets to the flagship, or to total transport mode will be available. We're interested in the transport mode. Select the new fleet Strike Holland in this menu by right clicking it. You can select fleets with hotkeys as well. Yeah, blah blah blah. You can very quickly get to the management screen just by holding C. Now enable transport mode. Right, so if we right click, all of the current build units will enter the flagship, and any more that are built while this is enabled are stored inside automatically for us. Bring the fleet back to Murdoch. You can try disabling transport mode to see the units come out. Where's transport mode? Group mode, pursuit mode. Is it in here? Transport mode. Excellent. U button to unload. Ooh, excellent. Okay, and then it wants it to go back to Murdoch, doesn't it? So just send it back to Murdoch. We'll just do it this way. Okay. This tutorial has completed. Basis of resources, technology, and hacking. Yeah, go on, we'll do this one. Okay, welcome to the fourth tutorial. This one covers the main resources, how technology works, as well as the hacking system. First, let's take another look at the build menu. Oh, we got a shield. Oh. Excellent. Right, first let's take another look at the build menu. When you mouse over one of the options in the build tab, there are some numbers related to our economy. The first is metal cost, represented by the icon blocks. The second is energy usage, represented by the yellow battery icon. Where's the blocks? Is it the 2.5k? Must be 2.5k. Metal is used to construct everything. It's generated over time by things like metal harvesters, human settlements, capturable structures, and command stations. Metal is spent over time when constructing things until they're complete. Metal sources will never run out. Energy is a resource that is not gathered, stored, and consumed, but rather consists of a set amount that is available for allocation. Things like command stations increase it, while most units decrease it. If you don't have enough energy left for something, you can't build it. Furthermore, running out of energy will eventually cause force fields to stop functioning. Well, that's not a good idea. Both of these resources' current amounts are visible at the very top of your screen with the same icons nearby. So, energy is the battery, iron is 2.43 million. Excellent. Next, let's open the tech tab. If you ever wonder where your metal is going, you can click on the amount on the top. Oh, okay. Tech. Okay, almost everything we can use is affected by one of the technologies in here. Oh shit, that's a lot of stuff. One very important fact in these technologies are not per unit type. Multiple units can benefit from the same technology, and in fact, we have one of those examples. If you hover over each technology, it will tell you what units you currently have that it will affect, and what units and fleets you could capture that it would also affect. Would increase the mark level by 1. Okay, Raptors, ambush turrets. Right, I see. Let's try upgrading something. Upgrade core piercing and artillery technologies once. Okay, where is core piercing? Core piercing? We're looking for core piercing and artillery technologies. Oh, there's core. Core. Artillery. And piercing. Okay. What upgrading these has just done is upgraded the mark of the relevant units. There is a range starting from 1 at lowest to 7 at highest. Each marker unit has increases things like health, damage, and sometimes special effects such as tractor beams or resource production. The technology level also affects the maximum cap of buildable units, like our V-Wings. But things such as metal harvesters will not. Each unit that has marks has a numerical next to it which has a different colour, depending on the mark starting from lowest to highest. They are blah 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 blah. Nice lovely colours, and we can see them there, I believe. I think, has that got a... Well, that says 2 next to it, so I'm presuming that's what it means, a 2 there. Yeah, it must be that. Part of the strategy of the game is to upgrade the right technology for the situation. For example, upgrading the technology which benefits a lot of your units is probably better than the technology that only benefits a few. But it's entirely possible for the second one to be more useful in the long run. There's one last bit of upgrading things we should look at. First, open the Fleets tab. Okay, now we're here. Left click on the Murdoch Command Fleet. Yep. What this allows you to do is spend a bit of science to upgrade everything in this fleet. Okay. Permanently. Even if you lose the planet, then retake it, swap what station is there, and so on. This can be handy if you need a bit of an income or energy boost in the early game, or if you only have a single economic station. I think I should say economy station. Or have a military station on a choke point or guarding something really important. You can do the same to battle stations and citadel fleets, which will upgrade both the citadels and all the turrets and engineers which come with the fleet. This is immensely useful as they can move about and build defences elsewhere, even on enemy planets offensively. Mobile fleets can also be upgraded. This will, however, only upgrade the flagship. This, however, can still be useful if your transport is getting crippled often, or if you have an officer flagship, which is the battleship or carrier, that can fight alongside your other units. Now we'll go to one last resource. First, however, you should build some defenses here from your battle station before proceeding. We don't want to leave our homeworld undefended. Then we need to move our fleet to Midlander. Once it's there, send your view there and open the Hacks tab. Okay, right, so where's our... First, however, you should build some defenses here from your battle station. That's the command station. I'll change that. Does it mean this one? Must mean this one. Build. Which one do we build? Ambush turrets? Yeah, let's build ambush turrets.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, let's chuck 5s everywhere. Look at that. Boom. Move our fleet to Midlander. So we need to go to fleets. All our strike fleet. Transport. It needs to go to Midlander, did he say? Yeah, Midlander. That's a combat fight. Upgrading your homeworld this way early on can give you a lot of extra income. Ooh, tasty.
Yes, sir.
Nope. Alright, so we want that's tech. What is it? Left click on the command fleet. In the fleets menu, battle station, Zeus guard, command station. Yeah, bollocks to it. Let's shove it on. Right. Well, battle station. We need to build from the battle station. Build. Yeah, you need some as well. There we go. And then we need to head on over to Midlander. Oh shit. Woo! Okay, a few options here. Each shows the cost. That's loud. Each shows the cost in hacking points and the duration. Hovering over them tells us what they do. Some targets a specific unit on the planet and say what it is. Otherwise, it's something done to the planet. Hacking points are the resources used to perform hacks, represented by the green microchip icon. Oh, there, 60. Like science, there's two ways of getting this, but the main one is also extracting it from captured planets with a finite amount from each. Okay, we want to do this to steal AI ship line hack. There's an advanced research station here which can grant the hacking fleet a new type of unit. Ooh. Okay, so we brought the entire fleet here because most hacks have a response to them. The AI isn't happy until completed enemies will periodically spawn and try to stop you. This hack is currently not too difficult and a rare few have no response. You can hover over the resource amount on the top to see how strong the AI response is. Very easy. Okay, this increases the more you hack that same AI. Factions like the nanocost respond a bit differently. You can also see an estimation for the strength of response represented by a shield. Okay, is that this here? Oh, yeah. Begin the hack and will continue when the hack is complete. Presumably steal AI shit. What are we doing here? Steal AI ship line hack. Advanced research station. Which ship line would you like to add to the fleet with this hacker? I'm not sure which one it is. Did I see for it? Begin the hack and we'll continue. I'm confused. Left click on the hacking notification at the top of the screen will allow you to cancel it. Right, you can hover over the resource amount, yeah. There's an advanced research station here. We can grant the hacking fleet a new type of unit. Is it? Oh, right, okay, right.
Hackers are in.
Right, so that's the type of ship we're acquiring. Right, okay, that makes more sense. A little confusing there. Okay, left click on the hacking. Begin the hack and will continue when the hack is complete. Okay, in like 10 seconds. I see a few ships here have energy cells, which is kind of cool.
Hacking is finished.
Oh, someone blew up. Did it blow the station up? Yep, the station is no longer there. Okay, complete. Now you have an extra unit type for this fleet. Now we can move on to the very last thing, which isn't exactly a resource. AI progress or AIP. AIP is the main indicator of how aware of you the AI is. The higher it is, the more forces it will devote to your presence, and eventually it will have new behaviors such as opening up wormholes to your backline. The current AIP value is shown on the top bar yet again with the red mono eye. That there, 10. Counterattacks unlock at 50. Reconquest waves unlock at 70. Doing things such as destroying an AI command station will increase this. There are also ways to decrease it, such as destroying structures like data centers. Managing this is crucial to surviving and eventually winning. You must make sure whatever you pay the price in AIP for is worth it, else eventually you will be overwhelmed. Units that increase AIP will state so in the tooltip. In general, though, units will never automatically attack something that would increase it. Try destroying the AI command station to see the change. Okay. Going to attack.
We'll take them down.
Go. Well, that no longer exists. Arrogant meatbags. Oh, plus 15 AP from Death of AI Command Station, plus 5 AP from Death of Warp Gate. Oh shit, so we just increased it quite considerably. This tutorial is completed. Basically a scouting and vision. Yeah, we've done the rest of them. So welcome to the 5th tutorial. This one covers scouting the galaxy to find what out there. I want different types of visions and intel tabs. First, head to the galaxy map. Boop. Something that hasn't been relevant at all is the concept of explored, watched, and permanent watched planets. Take a look at the planets adjacent to our homeworld. If you hover the mouse over them, the tooltip will say permanent watched. And if we look at the planet view, we can see everything here in real time. Permanent watch means we will always have up-to-date information as to what's going on here forever. If there's a battle, a scary threat we need to deal with, whatever, the planets next to our homeworlds are always permanent watched in any game. If you aren't on it again, head to the galaxy map. The strength of the force is there. Okay, well, that makes sense. Right. Now let's look at the planets a bit further. Hovering over the tooltip for these tells us they are explored. Looking at the planet view gives us what seems to be still a real-time view, if grainy. The key difference here is we can only see things that we spotted here in the past. We know they're still here and thus can therefore track them. But as soon as they leave the planet, we have no idea where they are. Similarly, we don't know about any new arrivals. Similar to the permanent watch planets near our homeworld, any planet that are 2 connections or hops away from our homeworld starts out as explored. Now's a good time to mention watched. If we have a unit on a planet that is normally explored, it becomes watched while our units are there. We can see everything up to date, just like permanent watch, at least until the unit dies or leaves. An extra source of this is the logistic stations, which have a recon ability to watch planets within a few hops. This can be upgraded. Yeah, again, if you aren't on it, head to the galaxy map. Okay. The planets further out than the explored ones are unexplored. We have absolutely no idea what's here, if anything. Looking at the planet view gives us a very distorted image, not of much use. A critical part of this status is that our units can't go onto these planets. We're essentially locked out. Let's do something about that. Our starting fleet should have been constructed during this time. Head to the planet East and destroy the command station there. Some information will appear at the bottom of this window when you do so. So let's go to the fleet. Strike. Transport in. We're heading to head to the planet East. It's here. Yeah. Where's that? Can I select it, please? Oh. Just do it this way. Yoink. Have you arrived yet? Where's my fleet? Yeah, I want you to go through the wormhole, please. Thank you. Right, now we can unload. Quickly, please. Oh, it's just a little annoying. Transport in, thank you. In you go. Right. Okay, right. Where are you all wandering off to?
Fire up the fireworks, mates.
We'll grind their dust into dust.
Step complete. Explore 3 planets adjacent to. I didn't read that. You may have seen the mention of planets being explored. Yes, I did. This was caused by the AI command station being destroyed, and is usually how we usually reveal the galaxy. Doing this causes a number of unexplored planets directly adjacent to already explored planets to become explored. Thus, by taking territory and capturing things, our information gradually expands over time. Now, a few of the unexplored planets we could see nothing on are revealed to us. How do we make a planet permanently watched? For this, head to Bacchus and head to Bacchus? Oh, Bacchus. That must be
Plotting
another.
course now.
Must be. I'll leave you there. Right, Bacchus. Bacchus. Yep, and then head to Hacks. Watch Planet Hack. Unlike most hacks, this can be done without having a flagship present or indeed any of our units. This can only be done to an explored planet and will make this planet permanently watched.
Our hackers are starting.
Okay. Now we'll always have up-to-date information here, and both the question marks on the numbers and the dash in the icon are gone. Alternatively, we could have built a logistical or military command station, built a spy unit from them, and positioned the spy here as a cloaked camera. Now let's try the other similar hack used to explore planets. This is an alternative to destroying AI command stations. It can only be done on unexplored planets adjacent to explored planets in a similar manner to destroying stations. Try it on planet Dahl. Okay, planet Dahl. Where's planet Dahl? Dahl. World planet.
Hacking has commenced.
Excellent. Let's just slow that speed down now, just in case. Now we'll have a look at a useful tab for when on the galaxy map. Open the Intel tab. Intel? There we got Intel. Here we have a list of things we know about, grouped into categories such as prime objectives. Yep. Turrets, new fleets, resource gathering. Beginner tips, new fleets, more turrets. See. Alien technology. Also include our important AI targets such as Overlord, their version of the King. Lastly, this notes any bits of science or hacking points you still have left to collect, as well as some tips on things to do. Resource gathering. Oh yeah. In general, this is a good tab to look at if you need to plan or a bit lost as to what to do. Like many other tabs, hovering over the things here will give you information, and if applicable, highlight the thing being referred to on the galaxy map. Note that you can see set priorities on different objectives in the Intel sidebar that will be reflected on the galaxy map. Let's see. They're all fancy colours. But you can set priorities. By right clicking on the objective, the current important objective is normal. Okay. Currently, this includes the basic tutorials. You should hopefully know enough by now to be able to do the first basic quick start and have a decent go. If you want a lot more information, there is a how to play area accessible from the menu. We are done, complete, finitoed, right, done. Right, that's going to be us for this episode. It's already long enough as it is, but hopefully you've had a little look into what the game's like through the tutorial, and not necessarily not how to do the tutorial yourself. If you do pick up this game, the link for the game is in the description below, as always. But we will complete episode 2 with a bit of a quick start game to have a look how the game actually plays out, with a bit of combat and stuff like that, so we're not playing the tutorial. Let me know in the comment section what you're thinking of this game, any ideas, suggestions, or anything like that, or if there's some games you'd like to see in the future on the Rugged Reviews series. Let me know as always, but until next time, everybody, take care for now, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye bye for now.